The news first is that on Friday, SEBI announced that multi-cap funds would have to be true to their name and therefore invest 25% each in large, mid and small cap funds. And, this is something that they would have to comply with within 1 month of AMFI announcing the new list of stocks. The list would be announced in Jan and mutual funds would have to comply by Feb. So naturally, it got people thinking that there would be big buying coming through for mid and small cap stocks. But late last evening, SEBI has clarified that complying with these norms is not the only option that AMCs have. Now, what are the other options that AMCs have? One, of course, is that, they can rebalance, right? They can comply with this. The second option that they have is that they can allow unit holders to inter alia switch between their schemes. So they can tell them that, listen, we're going to be getting a sizable portion of small caps into multi-cap funds. Why don't you move to another scheme? Therefore, they'll be able to bring down the size of the multi-cap fund to a level which is manageable and in which they can follow this sort of a mandate. Alternatively, they could choose to merge with another scheme, like say a large cap scheme, because in any case, the nature of the multi-cap fund so currently is pretty large cap, in its nature. They could also convert the scheme entirely, right, to make it a large and mid-cap fund if the AMC doesn't have that category in its portfolio. Or they could make it a thematic fund, like say an ESG fund, and all of these would require just very, very minor changes in terms of the stock portfolio. As well, we understand that the mutual fund industry will be petitioning SEBI to also create another category, a fresh category altogether, which used to exist at one point, which is called the flexi cap category. Because the whole debate now is about what is the role left for a fund manager to play, if conditions are going to be so stringent. So the flexi cap category could essentially go from 0 to 100% in either large, mid or small cap stocks at the discretion of the fund manager. And therefore, it becomes his onus to sort of get it to perform depending on where he thinks the opportunity lies. So SEBI has invited feedback and the industry will be, sending it. But so far, the advice for investors of multi-cap schemes is to stay put, see how your AMC reacts to this news, and then decide what you want to do with your investment.